All right, why is it that though I'm an atheist, I don't believe there is a God? There's no evidence. Anyone can show you that there is a God. Okay, I've not seen any until now. Why is it that though I'm an atheist, I am encouraging my baby and my wife to make my baby believe in Buddhism and a little bit of Hinduism? Okay, it's Buddhism, Hinduism, very interconnected. So the question was brought up in my WhatsApp group, which most of you have joined. So people tend to ask me questions, sometimes related to different facets of life, or they just want my opinion. So the question was asked: you're an atheist, you don't believe in God. Why are you encouraging your baby girl? You love her so much, so why don't you want her to be an intellect? Why you don't want her to be someone who questions all this? So I thought I'll answer in this video and give you my thoughts. Okay. Now, first and foremost, it's true that I am an atheist. I was a Catholic Christian, as are Indians nowadays called rice bag, basmati. I was a I was a rice bag. Most of my family members are still rice bags, different quality rice. Okay, better rice bag than cow dung or cow urine. Like, that's what I say, when anyone tries to act smart online. Anyway, so once I sincerely took very deep interest in understanding my God, my religion, asking the questions that people are very afraid to ask, like, why is there suffering? Or if you really pray to a God, why doesn't he answer your prayers? Why is it always he will answer you when the time is right? Okay. Or he has a special plan for you, special plan in heaven. So that's why there is child rape, there is starvation, there is tragedies, people die, even children, the small baby children, they're made to suffer. Why? Because God has a great plan. So when I started probing into all this, and then I asked myself, like, why is my God real, but all other gods are fake? Why is that? And a Muslim believes Allah is real. Hindu believes Hinduism is real. Christian believes Christian God is real. Or some other religion believes their God is real. Why is it my one God is real, but the 3,999 other gods are fake? And, obviously, I questioned about the, talking snake in the Bible, Adam and Eve, first parents. So they were having sex and having children. So how did the population increase? Did the children have sex with each other? So I used to ask a lot of questions, and people used to tell me, shut up and all that. So finally, when I looked beyond the church and beyond my parents, who I thought, or my relatives who I thought knew everything, and as you search, you find the truth. I bumped into the works of Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Daniel Dennett. They call themselves the Four Horsemen or something. And, I started to wonder, why is it that these people don't believe in God? And why is God not punishing them? God should punish people, no, who disrespect God. So that led me to this path of questioning religion, questioning God, not being afraid to question. And thankfully, I'm not, born into an Islamic family or Muslim family. Otherwise, I think death, apostasy, I'm sure that would have happened. So, by the way, it's pretty amusing that some of our Indian Hindus, they actually think I'm a Muslim. They say, I'm a what? Muslim, and they give all these terms and bad words. Man, in Islam, this is not allowed, boss. What? Just because they get pissed off with me, they think I'm Muslim or whatever. Anyway, so yeah. So now the question is, why, after all this discovery, all this controversy that I post online, these, I'm against religion, which I'm not. I'm against bad ideas in religion, bad practices. And when you forget humanity and when you hurt, discriminate, or do injustice and justify it in the name of some god, snake god, cow god, rat god, Muslim god, Christian god, whichever god, I'm sorry, but I can't just keep quiet. So now the question is, why am I encouraging my baby? Why don't I tell my baby, see, listen, think like an atheist, question, blah, blah. Okay. The answer is simple. You know, when my wife prays, she is very humble. You know, my wife is humble always, but when she prays, she bows down before these images or, like a temple or a statue, whatever. And they give themselves to God and they say, like, I'm humble. I'm nothing in front of you. I need your blessings. So that humility is there. That humility that I'm just human. I'm not superior. I'm not, I know everything. And they tend to have respect for the priests, the monks. They tend to have respect for their parents because it's part of their religion. Like my wife follows the typical Indian tradition of touching the feet of the parents, taking their blessings. She puts her face on their feet. And in the Thai culture, the feet is considered the most dirtiest and lowest part of the body. Okay. She literally, what they signify is, I'm nothing in front of my parents. That's the love and affection that they have. So these values of obedience, of love, of humility, they are the values, the virtues, the traits I want in my daughter. I do not want my daughter to become like today's generation that is woke, that is self-entitled, that believes, oh, we are equal to, elders, where age is just but a number. I'm equal to you. I'm smarter than you. I can question everything. They don't even respect. Like they believe respect. Oh, your elders, respect should be earned. They call their, some of them even call their parents by their names because they think it is modern. I'm not saying everyone, there is a subset. And nowadays in the media, they parade small children as, oh, this young woman, and, it's gone to the dogs. The culture today has gone to the dogs where they even accept some children with the transgender ideology, dressing up like a cross-dresser, a boy dressing up like a girl, like a drag queen. There was actually, you can check, I think in Good Morning America or something, they had this show where they paraded this boy, small boy, but dressing up like a drag queen, sexy outfit. And they say, wow, you're so talented. And so I would rather have my child follow the Eastern tradition of, South Asian tradition of humility, simplicity, of praying to a God, of respecting our elders, of not all this nonsense that is disguised as modern thinking. So the question is, what will I do if tomorrow she grows up and she says, oh, Papa, you're not praying to, our gods or this thing. After my daughter gets obedience, humility, and these core values instilled in her and becomes part of her nature, slowly but surely I will challenge her to question things in the right spirit. To question, why should she respect someone, or why should she believe in a God, or does this God do magic, or if you pray, does God hear your prayers? I would rather have my daughter pray to a God without asking, please do this magic for me, do this miracle for me, help me get good grades, help me find a good husband, help my business become a success. I would rather have my daughter not ask these things, but rather show gratitude to a God. You gave me hands, legs, eyes, you gave me this nature, you gave me all this, thank you. And whatever she wants, not needs, wants, she should fight it out for herself. And if tomorrow, obviously, if she need to earn money, to eat food, to have a place to stay, God is not going to provide it for you. You have to earn it by yourself. So obviously, that is where I will instill in her the importance of critical thinking, questioning each and everything, and then forming her own judgments. And that is where I will leave it up to her when she is of the right age to decide, what do you want to be? You want to be an atheist? You want to be Hindu? You want to be Buddhist? Whatever. Okay, whatever religion she feels appeals to her. Obviously, I've been very explicit with this. Islam is definitely a no-no. Why? Because I don't agree with a lot of the hardcore Islamic teachings where people take it very explicitly. And remember, all religions, whether Hinduism, Christianity, Muslim, is subject to personal interpretation. There is no universal translation of this. And Islam being Arabic, yeah, and that also in parables, you can translate it however you like. You can, like for example, the term jihad. Jihad can have so many meanings to so many people, Anyway, don't want to get into the Muslim-Hindu debate right now, or Christian for that matter. So, yeah, I even had one person comment. I don't know, maybe you can say it. He was trying to, sarcastically put my family down by saying, oh, your family is unbaptized. Means as if they are dirty or something. Because in Christianity, you have to baptize them if they have to be considered children of God. So my daughter is not baptized. My wife is not baptized. So according to this Christian apologist, they were supposed to be unclean or something, or dirty or evil or whatever. He didn't say it, but I know what he's trying to imply because I was part of this Christian club, so to speak. So I told him I don't believe in this Christian mumbo jumbo, man-made myth, MMM, man-made myth of Jesus Christ. Okay, there's no evidence to prove God is real, which I challenge you to provide me. And he couldn't answer it anyway. So yeah, what I feel right now is my daughter considers her mother, that is my wife, her best friend. She looks up to her. She wants to be, like her, emulate certain values. Children, they will not listen to what you say, but they will do what you do. So when she sees my wife behaving and acting in such a way where she respects her elders, she'll also be like that. And I've also told her that you have to respect your teachers. You have to respect, irrespective whether rich or poor, respect the elders. And that's the same thing. When I go with my daughter, let's say, for example, you'll be surprised to know this. I don't know. I don't find it anything great. When I go with my wife to a temple, I bow down. If required to, bow before the feet of a monk or anything, I'll do it. My daughter is watching. My wife is there. Although I don't need to do it. But I want my daughter to know that, these are the values that have to be followed, because I can't tell my daughter bow and I don't do it, And like I rightly said, when the day and age comes that I feel that she should be introduced to this concept of critical thinking and questioning authority or questioning religion or questioning gods, I definitely will. Like I told you, for me, what matters is not which religion you are or which team you're part of. Okay, which God do you pray to? Rather, it is, are you a good human being? Seriously, are you a good human being? My wife is an exceptional human being. Her parents, her family, very good people. I want my daughter to be like that. So yeah, I hope this answers your question. Let me know what do you think in the comments below. And feel free if you think I'm wrong. I would love to know what is your point of view. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.